Real Montana Class 6 recently traveled to Washington, D.C. for our federal government seminar. This was a week with a packed agenda, so here's a quick recap on what the week looked like. After arriving in D.C., the class participated in a Monuments by Moonlight tour. As we progressed through the tour, we received clues leading to the big reveal of our international trip destination.
Alright, so we got our first clue.
It is located in the northern hemisphere. So that eliminates half the Earth. It's been a very interesting tour so far. I never thought I would be here, to be honest. It wasn't something that was on my bucket list or anything, but anybody out there should definitely make it a point to come see Washington, D.C. and all of our national history.
3, 2, 1.
Desert Bound.
Desert Bound, Morocco.
We kicked off our first full day in D.C. with a visit to the American Farm Bureau Federation, where we heard from several speakers who presented on policy, economics, labor, infrastructure, and other topics affecting the agriculture and natural resource industries. A particular highlight of this day was getting to visit the embassy for Morocco and learning more about the country that we'll be visiting next year.
What is the objective for your visit here?
So we are a group of farmers, ranchers, folks in natural resources from Montana, and we're in a 2-year leadership program, and in our second year we get to go on an international trip. So next year we'll be headed to Morocco.
A visit to the National Mining Association wrapped up the day, and we headed up to Capitol Hill the next morning.
We are headed to the Hart building. We're going to meet with Senator Daines, have some coffee, hang out, maybe invoke some future creative solutions into what's facing Montana right now.
You know, we learned a lot about the legislative process as far as how things are done, how a lot of the staffers are the important people to know and get in touch with, keep in touch with, how they can really push along your agenda and help you get what you want done. Aside from that, we got to see the House side and the Senate side and get to see some bills at least pass through one half of our legislature.
This is our third full day, fourth day in D.C. We started the morning with small group visits. We had some folks at the Office of the Trade Representative. I got to go to the Foreign Ag Service with a couple of friends. We had folks at the Cattlemen's Beef Association, the Department of Energy, and at the USDA meeting with the Undersecretary. We then got to do lunch on our own, see a little bit of the D.C. sites before we met at the National Association of Wheat Growers. We met with Jack Long, one of their lobbyists, telling us about wheat, and then we flipped it and went to the American Petroleum Institute, talk about the state of energy, and really looking forward to Gettysburg tomorrow.
Today we were at Gettysburg, and Colonel Blosser was on our bus with us and took us all around Gettysburg and showed us the whole layout and the progression of the battle over the 3-4 days, and so that was really fascinating to get out at all the stops and see how it progressed and what happened.
Overall, this was a seminar packed with great information, great connections to have in DC, and getting to spend a week traveling with some great people representing our Montana agriculture and natural resource industries.